the camera was.
That was amazing. That was one of the better things I've ever heard.
Hey!
Hi, what's going on here?
Nothing. You didn't cut out that part.
Why are you sitting on the floor of the set?
Because we are.
Wait, is it Bill Cosby? Wait, who's the monster of Nickelodeon? Wait, what?
If you grew up watching Nickelodeon, then there's a high chance you've heard stories about the infamous Dan Schneider. Dan got his start in the entertainment
He's fat, dude.
industry in the 80s. After attending Harvard for just one semester, he moved back home to Memphis to work on computers.
Go ahead and talk to Jerry. I'm sure he's gonna have some super intelligent things to say. Really, really witty. Go, Jerry.
There's no way that's true. I went to Harvard. Harvard. Not really.
This was ultimately short-lived, and he would abandon his job with the goal of making it big in Hollywood. He packed up his bags and moved to Los Angeles, California to jumpstart his acting career. Dan Schneider starred in movies such as Better Off Dead, The Big Picture, and Hot Resort. And although the movies may have performed well in the box office, it was apparent that the big screen was not his medium. His portrayal as Dennis Blunden in ABC's Head of the Class would bring clarity to Dan Schneider. He was going to dominate television. Instead of acting, Dan began to write, produce, and create shows such as All That, Kenan and Kel, The Amanda Show, Zoe 101, Victorious, Drake and Josh, and Sam and Cat.
I seen Drake and Josh, and I seen Kenan and Kel. I like those two. Those two are good.
He's quoted as the most successful writer and TV executive in children's entertainment television for the last 30 years. In the history of self-reports, Dan Schneider has to be leading the charge.
Ad? Oh shit, you got an ad? Okay, I'm just gonna pause it. 1 second. 1 second, chat. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take a piss real quick. What, during the ads? Min-max? Min-max? Okay. Okay.
Full-grown man has plastered his entire career with his foot fetish. Dan Schneider has deleted over 14,000 tweets. That included the words child, foot, and toes. Almost all of Dan Schneider's shows include aspects of physical comedy, including feet. After all, feet are funny. They're silly. Doesn't everyone just love feet? No. Dan Schneider and feet are inseparable. One simply cannot exist without the other. In fact, entire meme compilations have been made about his foot fetish. There is a dark cloud of silence surrounding Nickelodeon's past horrors. In the late 90s and early 2000s, Nickelodeon's dialogue coach, Brian Peck, and Dan Schneider hosted scouting events for new talent. These events would include taking your shoes off and participating in camp-like activities, such as tennis or swimming. Revenge of the Cis podcast has been relentlessly investigating Dan Schneider over the years. And
was that Leonardo DiCaprio, by the way? Like, how old is this? Was that? Well, I thought it was someone who looked like him, but then I was like, wait, was it? Really? Holy shit. I couldn't see. I mean, it looked like him, but I couldn't tell. I was like, wait, there's no way. Like, because Leonardo DiCaprio is old now, isn't he? It's in his name. I didn't see it. Wait, why are you attracted to feet, dude? Like, oh, that is the point of a fetish, though. You get attracted to things that generally aren't attractive. So you get like that is it, right? It's something to do. Oh wait, it's something to do with brain coding.
According to an anonymous child actor who attended one of these scouting calls, parents were separated from children to attend a seminar in order to meet agents, while the kids were scouted at the pool, and these kids were aged 13 to 22.
He's like, you got to just take off your shoes, just like run around in front of the camera, you know, talk about how much you love being barefoot. And at the time, even, you know, it was like,
what?
Okay, that's weird, but I didn't think anything of it because I was still young.
Right.
So what would happen is that your parents would send you to sort of like this camp. It was basic acting classes, and it was an opportunity for the kids to get discovered. And interestingly enough, most of the kids got discovered by the pool.
Brian Peck was later charged with 11 accounts of sexual assault with a minor named John Doe in court documents.
Most of the kids got discovered at the fucking pool. What the fuck?
Although the identity of the 15-year-old minor has never been confirmed, in fear that it would damage the young star's career, speculations on the internet have swirled around since this case. According to yet another anonymous source, the minor at the time was allegedly Drake Bell. It is impossible to ever know if this is true or not, not, but the internet seems convinced. Brian Peck was convicted in 2004 and served 16 months in prison. After his release, he was never allowed to work near children ever again, right? No, Disney hired him to work on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Wait, what did he do? What did he do? 16 months for doing what? I fucking... Dude, I was like tripping out the video effects. He's overproduced this video. I was thinking about that. He sexually assaulted a kid. Wait, what?
Hi, I'm Cole Sprouse, and you're watching Disney Channel.
An article from the LA Times in 2002, named Groomed to Be All That, details how child actors were media trained and prepped on how to deal with their unordinary life by Nickelodeon. They would carry pamphlets and attend workshops so they knew how to deal with news outlets, reporters, and fans. It highlights Nickelodeon's awareness of the dystopian work environment these kids were thrown into, oftentimes thrust into the spotlight by adults who don't have their best interest in mind. But let's talk about problems that we can avoid, which is why today's video is sponsored by Keeps. Keeps is a subscription symptom of all with pharmacy of a 3 covered shampoo specific condition and keeps.com/Philion or click the link in the description.
If you're bold,
that's
chat.
KEEPS.com/Philion. And thank you to Keeps for sponsoring this video. Under Dan Schneider's writing and directing, girls were overtly sexualized time and time again. The footage is haunting and disgusting, and by today's standards, it's almost ancient. The dichotomy of growing up watching Nickelodeon.
Bro, why is he grabbing their necks and shit, man? Why is he grabbing it? Like, why is he always grabbing their necks? Like, that's just like that's weird and shit. Like, unless you're like their dad or like their fucking like your direct family member. If you fucking grab them. You don't grab them. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's just weird. Not even Michael Jackson's.
And reviewing this footage is eerie. It includes gratifying his obvious foot fetish, along with adult references that a child or young adult should not have to perform. Considering the power dynamic of an executive producer and actor. Remember, this is pre-Me Too, when the culture surrounding predation in Hollywood was even more secretive. All this to say that social media campaigns or exposés would have fizzled out or would have been dealt with, if you catch my drift. In 2010, Nickelodeon hosted a website called The Slap, where actors from their most popular shows would post and interact with the media hosted on the site. Now, it redirects to Nick.com after Dan Schneider left Nickelodeon in 2018. One of the most disturbing pieces of content featured on The Slap was Ariana Grande or Cat Valentine from Sam and Cat being forced to perform vile acts that only a demented man would greenlight.
So now, just for fun, I'm gonna say 3 sentences that I bet not one person has ever said before in the history of mankind. Sentence number 1. Oh man, my uvula got stuck between that hamster's toes. See?
What? What? Wait, go back. Wait.
Oh man, person has ever said before in the history of mankind. Sentence number 1. Oh man, my uvula got stuck between that hamster's toes.
My uvula. What is a uvula? I don't understand what that is. Say it slower. What's a uvula? It's wrong.
See? That could never happen because your uvula is that swingy thing in the back of your throat right here.
Oh.
Sentence number 3. Ah! I'm soaking wet! Quick, somebody bring me the ocean! No one would ever say that. Why? Because if you were soaking wet and you were upset about it, the last thing you'd want is for somebody to bring you the ocean. Because the ocean is even more wet than even the wettest person in the world. Have you ever tried to get your whole big toe in your mouth? Check this out.
Okay, okay. The first 2 things was like, okay, but that's that is weird. That is weird. But at the same time, it is just putting a foot in her mouth. It is just putting a foot in her mouth. Right? I mean, ultimately, like, it's like, I mean, it's not, it's, you know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Please unpause.
Sometimes I wonder if you can get juice from a potato. Is it possible for a teenage girl to drink
What the fuck? Okay, that one was weird. Okay, that one was weird. That one was like some sus. That was sus.
water upside down? I'm thirsty. It's not possible. This has been me.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? That reminds me of something. I'm not quite sure what it reminds me of. It's like I've seen that POV before. In something, but I don't know what.
In a video.
Oh wait, your mum. When I fucked her. Okay, bitch. Pussy. Okay. I don't know if it's appropriate to be making mum jokes right now, chat. My bad.
Come on. Give up the juice.
Dan Schneider goes by Dan Warp on his social media accounts. He has since deleted over 20 million views of videos from his YouTube channel and curiously updated his playlists years after his involvement with Nickelodeon, pointed out by fellow YouTuber Sloan. Miranda Cosgrove from iCarly has weird clips of Dan touching her and awkward interactions with the production crew. It's definitely inappropriate and bizarre. Criminal? No one can really say.
This was Miranda's 18th birthday.
Crew. It's definitely inappropriate.
Wait, this is Miranda's 18th birthday. You can see Dan coming towards Miranda and her backing away from
and bizarre. Criminal? No one can really say for sure.
She say nice things about me? Because I will tase her if necessary.
Uh-oh.
I have the taser. We haven't had to use it in a long time. But
this guy reminds me of those fucking weird dudes, though. You know, he reminds me of those weird people who are like fucking. They're like socially autistic and they don't quite understand what the fuck they're doing. And then they like don't know how long they're supposed to hug for or shake the hand for, and they hold the handshake too long, and then they're all clammy and shit. And to be fair, it's like it's weird. Even okay, he's a pedo. Wait, is he actually a pedo?
I said lots of nice things.
So I said nice things about you too.
Oh.
That's gonna get on TV. What? That's gonna get on TV.
Jeanette McCurdy, or Sam from iCarly, and later Sam and Cat, quit acting.
Wait, there was something about sexual assault. Why was that not a bigger section? Wait, maybe he is a pedo. Wait, we don't, because I already forgot that he went to jail or some shit for like, it was literally for like 10 seconds. Oh yeah, by the way, he did sexual assault and was fucking in jail for like, whatever.
And looks negatively on her acting.
It wasn't, wait, different guy? Oh, okay, it's a different guy. Yeah, okay. Wait, who, okay, different guy. Okay, I was gonna say. Because right now, yeah, he's fucking weird. It's weird as fuck. And I'm getting like vibes like this guy's like socially autistic as fuck. And he's acting really weird.
Career as a whole.
But
she is the definition of a product of the toxic work environment and abuse she details receiving while working as a child actor.
Hey, Dan Schneider. I know you're watching my Vine. Do you like my Vine? Vine. Vine. Look what you've done to me.
She would later find her place behind the camera working as a producer and director. Both Miranda Cosgrove and Jeanette McCurdy did not attend the—
What was wrong with that? She just had some makeup on. She just had makeup on. Like, what? She got fucked up? What did she do? She was just... What was wrong with that?
Kids' Choice Awards in 2014, while Dan Schneider won a Lifetime Achievement Award. In 2019, she released a teaser called He Touched Me for a loose autobiography that she was making. This left the internet both disturbed and interested in who she was referencing. One theory is that her brother in this clip alludes to Dan Schneider.
There's a lot of abuse that happens. I worked with an incredibly emotionally abusive producer. Even talking about it now.
Whose toe is this? Tweet me at Dan Warp. Pick. This toe belongs to one of the stars of my shows. Whose toe is... Bro, okay, bro. Like, how the fuck was this posting this and people weren't like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you fucking posting pictures of it? But again, it is just a toe. It is just a toe. Like, it's like, you know... He's not saying whose genitals are these or something, right? I'm saying it is just a toe. Like, it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's a kid's toe. Well, you understand what I'm saying? What if I see a picture of someone's feet versus I see a picture of someone's dick? Okay, I get two different vibes. Okay, you know.
Now my face gets hot thinking of it.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? If I see a dick, like there's a difference. What I'm saying is like it is ultimately just a toe, but it's weird. It's weird, but it's just is a toe.
Theory is that this.
It's like why would who does that? Nobody does that. Nobody does that. Nobody. Who does? Who asks whose toe is this?
This clip portrays a similar scene when she was in Law & Order SVU. It's also worth noting that Jeanette McCurdy is not part of the very successful iCarly reboot. She has even stated that she is ashamed of the role she played in the original iCarly. Amanda Bynes easily has the strangest and darkest story regarding Nickelodeon. She met Dan Schneider at 10 years old on the set of All That, and would go on to get her own spin-off show called The Amanda Show. Amanda Bynes was a child star who lacked a relationship with her parents. It seemed as if she was.
Then she would say, "I need a break." 5x. She must have said that 30 or 40 times. I need a break.
Just the breadwinner for the family, and that's all they cared about. She was quoted asking for breaks because she was working so much. She developed eating disorders and was even medicated at a young age to help her deal with her problems, such as.
Wait, see, and I know that one time she said something about her dad's
dissociation, hiding her true self behind the character she played. In other words, acting was her way to cope with reality. At 16, Amanda wanted to be emancipated from her parents, meaning she could live her life independently without them. And during this period in her life, she would spend increasing amounts of time with.
Bynes sought to legally emancipate herself from her parents and withdrew the petition. She also leaned on Nickelodeon producer Dan Schneider and his wife, Lisa Selena, for support. She spent a lot of time with us, Selena, but she never left her family's house.
Dan Schneider. An article claiming that she was going to live with Dan Schneider and his wife was removed from the internet in 2003. In 2014, at the age of 26 years old, Amanda Bynes was put in a conservatorship by her family. Since then, there have been outbursts from her Twitter alleging serious abuse from her father, but nothing has happened. There is also speculation that potential abuse from a father figure means Dan Schneider. There have been numerous Twitter accounts that impersonate Amanda and ask for money or share random details about the conservatorship, and it's impossible to know if one of the accounts is actually her or not. A cryptic message that was apparently left by Amanda Bynes, detailed by NT Lawyer, reads out in capital letters, "Dan did it." This could just be celebrity gossip, but it's oddly specific and sometimes correct. However, at the bottom of Crazy Days and Nights website, there is a disclaimer that states, the site publishes rumors, conjecture, and fiction. In addition to accurately reported information, certain situations, characters, and events portrayed in the blog are either products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Information on this site may contain errors or inaccuracies, so there's nothing really to make of this. It's up for debate whether or not Jamie Lynn Spears had to quit Zoe 101 after becoming pregnant in 2007 and ending the show in 2008. NT Lawyer, an anonymous blogger who runs the site Crazy Days and Nights, alleges that a producer.
So, I mean, how old is she? She's 18, right? You can get pregnant at 18. How old is she? Like, I mean, I don't know.
Is actually the father of Jamie Lynn Spears.
Wait, who's the father? Wait, who's the father? Go back.
Days and Nights alleges that a producer is actually the father of Jamie Lynn Spears' child, who is old enough to be her grandfather, and that new boyfriends are being lined up as we speak. This was 2 months before she announced
pregnant at 16?
Her pregnancy. One conspiracy is that Dan Schneider is the father of her child. Others believe it is another producer at Nickelodeon. Some denounce this conspiracy entirely, but it's certainly interesting.
I don't understand.
March 26th.
It's illegal, and like that's like you're fucking pedo. Like, wait, what the fuck? Okay, what? So that'd be how could it be a conspiracy? If it's real, then they should put him in jail. Like they could just do a DNA test. They could just do it. Like what? Like what?
2018. Dan and his production team, Schneider's Bakery, are let go from Nickelodeon with a severance package of $7 million. Because why not? Nickelodeon and Schneider said in a joint statement, since several Schneider's Bakery projects are wrapping up, both sides agreed that this is a natural time for Nickelodeon and Schneider's Bakery to pursue other opportunities and projects. There are two reasons why Nickelodeon cut ties with Dan Schneider: declining ratings and or allegations against him. It's incredibly easy to hate Dan Schneider.
If he's some weird who's like creeping on all the fucking people, look, it's not hard to make kid shows. Just hire someone else to make kid shows. As daughter, she's like 16. Okay, right? She's like 16. Dude, I'm just. But she's like really fit. Oh, right, really fit, like extremely mature for her age. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus Christ. You're gonna have to maybe give context for the story every time, and I'm over it, dude. What I'm saying is, why wouldn't I just hire someone else to make the fucking kids shit? This guy's acting weird as fuck.
Whether it be having teens deliver adult jokes, sexualizing young stars, or blasting feet over everyone's social media feed, no one from Nickelodeon has come forward with direct allegations. It is actually impressive how many dead ends and links surround this story. This is either the biggest Hollywood secret that has been kept under wraps, or the result of a deranged but not criminal man and internet dogpiling. But deleting thousands of tweets and videos can only mean one thing. What is he hiding?
I'm gonna be honest. Fucking find out if he's a pedo, and if he is, arrest him. But I mean, if he's just some guy who's like kind of like, I mean, I don't know. There's no doubt this guy's fucking weird as shit. This guy's weird. But like, if you're trying to call him a fuck, it's like, you know, obviously if he's a pedophile, lock him up as well. But if he's just some fucking weird guy and you guys keep hiring him, like, okay, you hired some fucking weird guy and he keep doing weird shit. But he's not, ultimately, if you're not breaking, like, if I pay someone to fucking, all right, I want videotapes of your feet, okay, whatever, like, what, and it's not illegal, like, I'm not doing anything illegal, what are you gonna do, right, what are you gonna do? I'm not dick riding, I'm saying, well, like, what the fuck, so, ultimately, there's literally zero evidence saying that he's actually a pedophile, and you've been insinuating the entire time that he's a pedophile, which is kind of bad, right? I mean, find out if he's a fucking pedophile. If he's a pedophile, lock his ass up. But if he's just some fucking weirdo who, like, just it holds the hugs too long, is, like, clammy, and fucking, like, awkwardly puts the hand on your shoulder, and it's like, dude, I'm sending body language to you like that. I'm not enjoying this, but you're doing it anyway. I'm kind of like, okay, like, you know, like that type of guy. You've had that, right? You guys have had that, right? Where you've had like the fucking weird cousin who is kind of like putting his arm on your shoulder, but he's kind of far away, and it's like it's really weird, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? There's people who do this. I've had it multiple times where they don't understand like body language shit properly, and they don't understand how long to handshake, they don't understand how long to hug, they don't understand how when you should be touching someone or whatever, and it's like and it comes off as weird and like fucking weird, right? Like whatever. But the point is, like that can just be like some weird social autism shit, you know. And if he's not breaking any laws or anything, I mean, fuck. I mean, what are you gonna, like, just make a video, call him a pedophile? Like, when he's not? Like, I don't know, dude. That's fucking, I'll be honest, that was a kind of dog shit video.
Because he is. God